I'm ready, baby.
It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinosaurus.
Good day and hello there. Welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and we are your writing, storytelling, comedy podcast for the writing community, by the writing community. And guys, I'm joined, as always, by the observant, obliging, obstinate ostrich who's on top of... Fuck. Let me get that last. Let me just get that last part again. Can I just hit that again? Yeah. I'm joined, as always, by the observant, obliging, obstinate ostrich who's on top of Once Upon a Death, Dinosaurus.
Is your head just like ornamental or?
What? Like, is it just there as like a decorative piece?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a better question, Dina. Are you saying that I'm pretty? That I'm a pretty decoration? That my face is pretty?
Himbo.
You're like one of those
Himbo energy.
ornaments from the Christmas tree that like children decorated and made when they were little, and like you kind of have to keep it on the tree.
Made of glue and macaroni. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgia thing at this
like
point.
That
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Cardstock paper. Jesus, that's all I am to you, Dina, is I'm just cardstock paper.
Ornamental cardstock.
Well, you know what? You know what, Dina? Your hair's on point today. Have I told you that lately? Your hair looks fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
What do you want?
Nothing. I just want us to have a good mood today. I want the good vibe today, Dina. I want eye contact. Can I have eye contact, Dina?
No.
Is that a yes? No to the eye contact? Okay. Well, you know who might give me eye contact, but probably definitely won't? We've got a guest this week, and I'm so excited about this because we've been on her show, both Dina and myself, and now it is time for her to step into the hot seat. That's how the saying goes, I'm pretty sure. Our guest this week is the #1 international best-selling author and podcast host of What the Book and Talk Wordy to Me. She stands out with her philosophy that she chronicles the lives of her characters rather than creating them, a method that has won her much acclaim. Since her debut in 2014 with Arcadia and the Halfway House series, she's authored over 20 books, including the oh my God, why would you do this to me, Z? Including the Apalala Clan and Days of Death series. Her dedication to storytelling and her impact on the indie author community through her works and podcasts get us excited to have her on with us today on Don't Make It Weird. Joining us all the way from one day in the future, please welcome Dzintra Sullivan.
Morning or afternoon.
Afternoon.
That sounds such a
Evening.
big intro for just a little Aussie chick.
I got the name mostly right. Did I screw up your name terribly?
You put a hard Z on there. It's okay, pal.
Never go hard Z.
Don't let him get away with that.
Never go a hard Z. Listen, if I got your name right, I mean, you already gave me the Apalala Clan, which I don't even know if I got that right. And that was a curveball, Sean. Thank you for putting that in there for me.
You're welcome, bud.
Z, how you feeling today, buddy? Are you excited? You're here with us. We get to bond. We get to be excited. Like,
I'm super excited to be on your podcast. It's very, very weird. You guys Don't Make It Weird podcast. It is weird. It's very weird to be on this side of the podcast, but I'm super excited to be here and I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, you know what's going to happen next? All right, Z, I got this for you because there's actually another member of our team, someone near and dear to our heart, the only adult in the room. Come on, Shawnee. Don't fear, I'm your creeper. Shawnee, take my third hand. Don't fear, I'm your creeper. Let's take mouth drugs and get high. Don't fear, I'm your creeper. Shawnee, I'm your man. Producer Sean, everyone. Hey, buddy.
Hello, everyone. Z, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Can I just say that was actually a good intro, Daniel?
Sean, clip that.
Clipping it.
No.
This is one of the few.
You didn't try to pigeonhole all of our yeah. You went back to your roots.
Yeah. I got back. Yeah, which is objectifying Sean. I agree. This is what I should have been doing all along. And I hope that the audience appreciates this.
Speaking of the audience, they can join us in our drinking games. We have certain buzzwords that will trigger a buzzer like this. If you hear it, it means it's time to take a sip of your drink. Also, we are all observing Buffalo rules here. That means we all drink with our offhand. We are all right-handed, including our guest Z, so we'll all be drinking with our left hands. If anyone catches someone else drinking with their right hands, we can call out Buffalo, make them finish their drink.
Out here at Don't Make It Weird, we're out here to change lives. We're out here to bring truth to the forefront of humanity. So dim the lights, put on some good mood music, and leave your disbelief at the door as we enter Dina's TikTok conspiracy.
You know what I would like us to start doing for this segment? You guys should pick a subject, like a topic. Like, are we going worldly? Are we going political? Are we going celebrity? Like, give me one of those.
We could.
I feel like you're putting the burden of the research on us. And
Sean, I have so many conspiracies. I just can't pick. There's too many.
So close your eyes and point at one.
Yeah, let's go worldly. You know what? We're a worldly podcast. We're about to blow up in Australia.
Belgium loves us.
Belgium loves us, and I hope that we can get the Aussies on board. So, you know.
Aussies? It's Aussie.
Aussie. Why can't Z? Can it be both? Aussies.
Well, it's an S, so I'd go Aussies.
Yeah,
no, it's pronounced with a Z, I guess. Aussies. Aussie. Oi,
no, you told me that I
Aussie.
have to. Oi. Yep.
Oi.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were doing the whole thing. I'm ready.
Are we ready? The plane crash position on commercial aircrafts is to ensure that you die because the lawsuit is hella good.
Wow. So, okay. Hold on. Let's bring in our air safety expert and crash position expert, Z Sullivan. What is your professional opinion on this?
Oh my God. Look. I just watched Yellow Jackets only like last week, the week before. And it's about a plane crash. So if I was in a plane crash, I would sincerely hope it was designed for all of us to perish, because I'm not strong enough for that. I'm not built for that survival stuff.
Oh, I'm going full Lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm not built for that. So let's go with
so you want the
definitely.
quick death. So you're.
Yeah.
So big airline is gonna kill you. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I would use producer Sean as my flotation device. That would be my method of surviving the plane crash.
I would drown you.
Yeah.
That's fair. Sean, what are your thoughts on this one? Because this is a bombshell that Dina dropped. This is a big one.
So you're saying it's because what about the lawsuit? What's the reason?
They don't, because the lawsuit would be so astronomical for them to pay out if you survive this crash. They don't want you to survive.
Right, but the family will still sue for wrongful death, so there's still a lawsuit there.
Pretty sure it's on the waiver that the family can't sue if you die.
Oh, so there's a waiver that you sign?
When you click a ticket.
Survive, you can sue.
Agree and continue.
If you die, you can't sue.
That seems backwards to me. Agree and continue. I read the terms and conditions. Boop.
Boop. Yeah, that's my life.
All right. Well, I mean, if that's true, then great.
So, Dina, what would be your preferred survival position? Like, what do you think is going to give us the best chance to survive? What's your favorite position?
I'm going to go with the car crash dummy position. Don't ever answer a question
that ends with what's your favorite position.
I just realized that. Fuck.
Car crash dummy position.
Love it.
We're just going to clip what's your favorite position, and you're going to say car crash dummy position, and we're going to post that on Twitter.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That is going to be the, you know what? That could just be the entire show right there.
Yeah, I think let's just call it. Jazz hands, everybody.
Yep. Thank you so much for being on the show.
My drink.
You're welcome.
Did you just spill it? Dina, how?
Why do you ask every time how?
That's a fair
because
point.
No, that's how. She's very graceful.
So Z, if you don't know about Dina, she is incredible at MacGyvering ways to drink alcohol, like out of bras and other containers. She's also equally good at these contraptions exploding, destroying, or spilling all over her. So there's a little bit of a backstory there.
Well, at least her computer
Multi-talented.
isn't in the crossfire.
What is
Multi-talented.
what is the best
Maybe
way
she's
you've ever
Aussie.
snuck alcohol? Oh, she's an Aussie.
Sorry?
Australia's
Oh
Oh
not
my God,
real.
have you
so
done
I
a
can't
shoey?
be-
Z,
Oh,
have you done a
it's not
shoey?
real. This is all like
No, shoeys are
Shoey's
real.
not real.
green
I've seen
screen.
shoeys
This
happen.
is all green screens. Yeah, I've done a shoey.
It's all
Oh,
green
stop.
screen.
I didn't cut that out. Cut that out. Jesus. Oh, God. I was young.
I'll totally cut it out.
Stupid.
How
It's
We've all
a
done
lot of
young and
shoeing.
stupid things.
As an Australian.
It's when you
Alcohol
chug
or
a beer
in
out of your shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
like
drink it
literally
out of
you
the
take
shoe.
the shoe off and you drink it out. There's no prep here, Dina. It is a
Stinky
I
shoe.
hate that.
Yeah.
Can I say though, in my
Stinky, warm,
defense,
sweaty shoe.
it was my own shoe.
Uh-huh.
It should be.
So, I
And
wasn't
listen, I
grabbing
feel
some
like it takes-
strange dude's shoe and just ripping it off, filling it up and drinking it. I'm just my shoe.
And I assume it's a smaller size. Like you're not talking like a working boot here. Like
Yeah,
if we had to do
yeah.
a shoey out
It's
of
not like a
Sean's
gum
shoe,
boot.
that might be like a gallon of
I'm so wet.
Might be a gallon. Yeah.
yeah. You're still
Oh, that's getting clipped.
Yep, clip that too.
Boop. Okay, so why don't we go to the story time tease, Daniel?
Sorry. I'm ready. I'm professional. I'm mature. Z, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Would you say that you're a tease?
Pickle the pickle.
Why? What have you heard?
Yeah. Z, here's what I need you to do. I need you to put those rumors to bed, so to speak. Okay.
Oh.
I need you to get all the hookers and boners out of the way, and I need you to give a little ice cube down the nape of the neck. Give the audience a little tease of the story time you have for us.
Oh, my story, a teaser.
Yeah.
Outback Snowmageddon.
Ooh.
Outback Snowmageddon. Okay, let's go.
Have y'all ever
I'm
had
90%
Outback's blue
sure it's never
cheese
snowed in
pecan salad? That shit's so good.
Oh my God. That's the most Australian thing that Dina knows about.
As I said, Outback Snowmageddon, I thought, I'm sure I've seen that porn too, but it's not that.
Yeah.
Hey!
Daniel's read that erotica.
Z, have you ever eaten at an Outback Steakhouse? Like, are there Outbacks in Australia, or is
Like
that
they
just
have them in
expensive?
They don't have them in Australia.
There are 2 Outback.
There are
restaurants
2?
in Australia. Yeah.
Okay, no,
So have you
hold on.
had their
We're talking
pecan
about
blue
the
cheese
chain
salad?
food store, not.
Yeah, no, I haven't been to either of them. They're down. I think there's one in Sydney, one in Melbourne.
Well, okay,
Makes
so
sense.
according to my U.S. geography, it means they're 20 minutes from each other, right? Like that sounds right.
It's about that. Just
Mm.
about that far on the map. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
bit.
just about. All right,
The
well, I
mermaids
can't
can
wait
get
to get
there
into
in,
the
like,
story time,
under
man.
5
I'm
minutes,
so
though.
excited.
It's true.
What she said.
There's the first buzzer.
There it is. Getting warmed up. We're starting to feel it now. All right. So Z, for the folks at home that don't know, like we said in the beginning, she does a couple of incredible podcasts. What the Book being one of them. And Z, you guys have a proud tradition on that show of playing a certain game. What game would that be?
What's the game? We call it Booker Feud.
Perfect. We're going to use that audio right there to bring that in.
It sounds so much better without the visual, doesn't it? I mean, oh, God.
Oh, no, it's such a good visual. But you know what? You've told us that you actually haven't played, that you've just been the host.
No.
And you've been screwing all of us smart contestants over. And it is time for payback.
Oh,
Wait, I
God.
have a question.
Sean, what are we playing, buddy? Yep.
Wait,
What?
I have a question. So since she usually
What?
does teams, are we doing teams or are we just going to do 2 versus 1?
No, we're just going to go I usually explain like how the game works when I introduce it, Dean. I don't know if this is your first recording with us. But.
Yeah, but I wanted to give you the idea before you said the rules because.
Okay, you have an idea? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
That was my idea.
Listen.
So you asked me if it's teams or individuals.
Yeah.
That's your idea?
We can just move on because I wanted it to be 2 versus 1.
No, which did you prefer? You want it to be two versus 1. So you and Z versus Daniel, is that what you want?
Yeah.
Red, gold.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
We'll do 2v1. We'll do a little handicap
what was your
match.
idea, Sean? Sean, what was your idea?
I was just going to do every man for themselves and you guys just buzz in with your answers.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I don't need no Dina holding me back from my big brain.
She didn't want to be on your team.
I wasn't going to be on your team.
Then yeah, let's do this. I'm ready for a 3-way. I'm excited about this. This is perfect.
Okay, so unclear. Are we doing 2v1 handicap match or are we?
Why don't we let
as a
Z
man, I was about to go full misogyny on that one, guys.
Jesus Christ. Z does not even want to play this game. So, Z, what would you prefer? Do you want Dina to be on your team or do you want to do every man for themselves?
On what the book is always in teams, unless I like a team action. I'm happy. I'd love to.
She likes the team action. Okay.
I like to at once as well.
Dina.
Let's do this.
All right, so we're going to play a little Family Feud knockoff we like to call Weird Survey Face-Off.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Dinosaurus D will team up with our guest Z. Daniel will be the lone man on the other side. Say your name to buzz in, okay? We surveyed 100 authors. And we asked them, what famous literary character do you wish you had come up with?
Dink.
What is it, Daniel?
So I think that it's definitely going to have to be Frodo. I think that we got a lot of Frodo fans here, man. Big time.
Survey says Frodo Baggins is the correct answer for 11 points.
Do we get to confer? Do I get to confer with Dina?
Of course. Yeah, if you want to do that, go for it.
Yeah.
Aren't we only if we're on a team?
Teams.
Yeah. Dina, what do you think?
Yeah, we are.
That's my move.
I'm hoping you got an answer.
I was thinking that it was going to be like...
What literary character?
I was thinking like Edward Cullen or something.
Twilight.
Like Twilight, go big.
Twilight? Yeah. Or I was going to go Harry Potter, but Edward would be fine.
Harry Potter. No. Do Harry Potter because that also came in my head and I was like...
I'm happy to go with your choice.
All right, so we're locking in Harry Potter?
Harry.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go Harry Potter.
Survey says Harry Potter is the top answer with 22 answers.
I like
Harry
this game.
Potter. Nicely
I don't know why you guys
Nicely
think
done.
it's also damn
Let's just
hard.
go back and forth at this point.
This is bullshit.
Daniel.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go. I feel like Edward Cullen is probably a high up answer, but fuck that shit. I am all about female empowerment, so Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss Everdeen. Survey says Katniss Everdeen.
Let's go. 4 points. That's not nothing.
All right.
Okay, Dina.
Dina and Z.
All right, Z, you want to go with Edward Cullen this time?
I was thinking maybe even a Star Wars character. Not Jar Jar Binks.
Oh. Yeah, I'll save that
But
one for me.
is that
That's
considered literary?
No.
I mean, there's books. There's a fuck ton of Star Wars books.
No. Go Edward Cullen then. Edward Cullen.
Locking in Edward Cullen. Survey
All right,
says
we'll go with Edward Cullen.
no Edward Cullen on the list.
This game's
God
rigged.
damn it.
It's rigged.
All right.
Let us down.
So for the record, I prepared
turn.
this game for everybody. Daniel and Dina had no knowledge of the subject matter or the survey ahead of time.
All right. Let's see.
Still rigged.
All right.
He's looking at his bookshelf, you guys.
Yes, I am definitely looking at my bookshelf for inspiration here.
So is Dina.
I got one.
You're gonna pick some obscure.
Daniel, you've got 5 seconds before I bring it back to the girls. 5, 4.
All right.
3,
It
2,
is fucking shit. I blanked. Mine's blank.
All right, Dina and Z for the steal.
Oh shit! I got one.
Z, it should be Dracula. Go with Dracula.
Yes, 100%.
Dracula. Survey says Dracula's on the board.
Woo!
Play last, but it's okay. It's still there.
That still points. It still counts. All right.
Yeah,
I am
counts.
going to go with King Arthur.
King Arthur. Survey says
I'm gonna pick like
Everything is based off of King Arthur. How would you not want to be the one that came up with King Arthur?
I don't know, man.
Unless you're counting him as an
I would
actual
want to be the one that came up with
historical
Merlin.
Just say it's rigged, Daniel. Just rigged.
It's rigged, damn it. This is bullshit, Sean.
That's right.
What if it was something, Dina, if it was something more along the lines, if it was in the fairy tale world, like Cinderella or The Little Mermaid or that kind of thing?
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right.
Or Scrooge?
Would it be Cinderella or Snow White? Which princess is more famous? Nah, I feel like
think
that's gonna be too obscure because it's more Christmas.
Up to you. I think it might be more fairy tale orientated.
Let's go Cinderella.
Cinderella. Survey says
Oh, stop it.
Ah. Rigged.
All right. I
rigged.
got one. It's rigged.
Daniel.
All right. We're going to go even more classic and go Great Gatsby. So Gatsby.
Ah, stop.
All right.
No way.
Jay Gatsby is on the board.
Let's go.
Stop it. Oh, God.
I always thought his first name was great.
Something Shakespeare.
Oh, Hamlet. Romeo, Juliet. Would they be a two?
Or Romeo
Would
and
they
Juliet.
be a double?
Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, can you have a double on there?
I mean, you can guess a double if you'd like.
Don't go.
Let's
Is that
go
what
with
you're guessing?
Romeo and
Romeo and
Juliet.
Juliet.
Let's do a double. Yeah. Let's do a
Romeo
double.
and Juliet. Survey says
Gosh. What literary
all right.
people are you? Who, are these 100 Americans?
honestly-
Is this what it is?
I mean, I think the assumption is that they're American, just like the assumption that you made on your show.
I'm shocked that that wasn't even on there.
I'm shocked you guys haven't filled out this board yet. I don't think these are that difficult answers, but you know.
All right. This one I'm going to just take from you, Dina, because I'm sure it's going to drive you insane. Aslan. Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. Yeah.
Oh, Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. Aslan, survey
I don't
says
think that's gonna be on there.
All right, we are failing miserably. Apparently, we just don't know what people think are great literary characters.
Dina.
Percy
Oh,
Jackson.
Oh, shit.
Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson, survey says
I feel like a fucking idiot.
I don't like
I'm so
that
dumb.
sound.
This has got to be number 2 right here. I got this one. Sherlock motherfucking Holmes.
Oh.
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh.
Survey says
Yeah.
ding ding ding, the number 2 answer. Sherlock
Back in the
Holmes.
game, baby. Back in the game.
4 answers remain uncovered or covered
Wow.
on the board.
Shit. I now I'm feeling it. I'm
We're
feeling the
not good
juices
at this.
flowing. Feeling. I got the next 2.
What about oh God, I can't even remember his name from Gone with the Wind. Or the chick from Gone with the Wind.
The Dixie Chicks.
I don't know their names. What about Frankenstein? Frankenstein.
As in Dr. Frankenstein?
Dr. Frankenstein.
Are you locking in Frankenstein? Yeah. Okay. Dr. Frankenstein. Survey says.
Womp, womp, womp. All right, Z, for my next guess, I need hard eye contact here, but I need you to promise not to fall in love with me.
Oh, my God.
All right, Z, you can't fall in love with me, but make hard eye contact. Because the next character is Bond. James Bond.
James Bond. Survey says.
What? Fucking iconic! This is bullshit!
So iconic you guessed him 12th.
Fucking hell. All right, I still got another one. I got 2, but I think one is the only one that has a shot here.
Okay, I think we need to do 2 more guesses, so 1 guess each.
All right.
And then we need to move on. So.
All right. All right. I'm gonna go.
Hold on. You just guessed and you were wrong. So.
Oh, sorry.
Let's give it back to the ladies.
Sorry. Zen.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Oh. Did we do Edward Cullen, Dina, or did we just talk about him?
Dina's thought about doing him a lot.
Shit. No. I don't remember if we did.
I don't think we did him. I mean, we'd all like to do him. I'd really like to do him, but I don't think we actually did him.
You got a sparkle.
No, I'm pretty sure we did. No, I think we did.
We did?
Yeah, you guys did.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, you guys
You
we
did,
did
and he wasn't on the board.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And you guys were very frustrated,
very
especially after
memorable,
Katniss was on the board.
Yeah. Damn it. All that sparkle and nothing else.
All sparkle, no substance.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know. I have no idea.
Locking it in?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, survey says.
All right. If this one's not on here, then every English teacher in high school is going to be fucking furious. Holden Caulfield.
All right. Holden Caulfield.
Who?
Survey says. He's on the board.
Let's go. Catcher in the Rye.
Catcher in the Rye.
Who?
See, when you go to an actual school that's not like by a cult, that's the main character.
You never read Catcher in the Rye?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dina. Even Sean's read Catcher in the Rye.
No.
People have called me Holden Caulfield my whole fucking life because of my last name.
It's true.
All right, so that was the last guess, y'all, and it looks like
sorry.
Daniel won by a landslide. It looks like 30. Okay, let's do some quick math.
Dina won.
29. Dina gets 800 points by default. So 29, 37, or 38.
That's right.
43, 47 to 24. Sorry, ladies. Daniel crushed you. But the answers you didn't get were Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, Shannon's going to be furious with us for that one. Yeah,
Shannon would be so upset.
I was thinking about him.
And Hermione Granger.
Double Harry Potter.
Thank you for playing today's game.
This is rigged.
It's rigged. I much prefer the hosting position in the game.
These answers are from like the 90s.
The answers are from the 90s. Harry Potter wasn't. I guess technically it would be, I guess. But still. I know.
97.
All right. Well, you survived, Z. You survived being on the other end of it, and we're proud of you. We're proud of you for going on this journey and having this menage with us. So it's now time to get the people what they want. Because you see, we're all about storytelling here, and every week we aim to share an entertaining tale. So without further ado,
it's story time with Z.
Sounds so formal. All right. So you guys asked for a story. It's a heartwarming story of my childhood. It's one of my most vivid memories that I have of growing up. I'm Aussie, as you know. It's fake, steak, green screens, all of that sort of stuff. But I grew up on a farm, and I was desperate. to see snow. I've never seen it, never touched it. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it's like to play in it or run in it or see it. And all year, all I did was wish for snow for Christmas, snow for Christmas, snow for Christmas, every day. I think I was 12 at the time. Snow for Christmas. And on Christmas morning, I woke up and I ran outside expecting there to be snow. And there was a mound, like about a mound of snow, about 1 meter wide, that was in the backyard.
I have no idea what a meter is.
Okay, 3 foot in diameter. No. 3 foot.
Thank you.
And about 1 foot deep snow that had been deposited. And of course, my parents said that, you know, that my prayers had been answered and that I'd been given this snow, and I rolled in it and I played it and I scrunched it into snowballs and threw it at people, and as you do. And it was only a number of years. It was only a number of years later that I found out my grandfather had spent the year collecting the snow from his old freezer edge, like the walls of his freezer edge, and shaving it down to make this mound of snow for me for Christmas. So I had snow in the outback in the middle of summer in Australia.
Your grandfather is immediately the coolest fucking person I've ever heard of. That's incredible.
It was pretty cool.
Wow.
Holy cow.
What a core memory to have, huh?
Oh my.
That's as close to snow as I've ever got.
So you've never, all right. So have you like ever
Also,
traveled
it
outside of
always
Australia?
blows my mind that like Christmas is during the summer in other countries.
Southern Hemisphere.
Blows my mind.
Christmas is hot down under. Oh, sounds kinky.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
That's
See,
what she
before
said.
we...
Yeah.
In case
All right,
anybody
Z.
was wondering, my pants are still sticky.
Bless. That's just the best thing I could have heard in this moment.
Don't go ahead and clip that.
Yep, I got it. Boop.
This episode is going to be renamed Dina's Porno. Oh God, when I can't see anyone's reaction, I don't know
I've been
if I
gooped.
jokes are bombing or not.
Wait. Hold on. I know that we have a hard stop for Z, but I still need. I can't raise my voice because my child is sleeping right there. But I'm pretty pissed off at you guys. Because in the audience, I'm pretty pissed off at them too.
Oh.
Because y'all let me think for the last year that gooped meant jizz.
I mean, it can.
And it doesn't.
But it can.
No, it doesn't. It's
Anything
never...
can be jizz if you believe hard enough.
It doesn't.
I thought we were establishing that getting gooped meant like getting egg on your face.
It always meant both to me, honestly.
You think that we named an episode
That's
after
what
you
I
getting
always-
bukkakied? Like, that would never happen. That's not what it was named after.
Which is what Tim told me. So, okay.
When you get gooped,
So,
that means you've been
I
fooled.
thought
You've been
that it meant-
bamboozled.
Correct. I thought that's what it meant. And then William Brett Hill on Twitter was like, does that mean something that I don't think it does? Because it definitely means jizz. And then we had an entire episode where I told you guys
I need
this,
to go back
you
and
said,
watch
yeah,
it.
Dina, it definitely means jizz.
If we said that, we were fucking with you,
And
obviously.
I said it in front of my husband's, and I didn't know. And I said it in front of my husband's friends because they said, you got gooped. And I went, that's really inappropriate. Why are you talking about jizz? And the whole room went silent.
God, I wish we had that on video.
I really do too. This is just the best. I mean, Dina, you just got to have the right attitude about these kind of things. Sometimes you get gooped and sometimes I get gooped, you know?
Do they use that phrase down under, Z? Do they say you've been gooped?
I've never heard it used in relation to jizz or anything else.
Well, we can get that train rolling down there if you want to be.
You won't hear it.
All right. So Z, just to help us out here and be completely and utterly inappropriate, what is the most Aussie version of jizz? Like, because Aussies got their whole language of slang here. Like, what would be the most Aussie version?
We're pretty simple people. It's just jizz.
The classic.
We're
going with the classic.
Well, it's just, I mean, we get confused when you guys say, I'm rooting for a team. Super Bowl's going on. I'm rooting for this team. Me, now in Australia, rooting means you're getting down. So in my visual, I've got the entire of America naked.
We're just all having a huge sports orgy. Yeah.
Big orgy. Big orgy because there's a football game going on. And I'm like, oh,
no, that's correct. That's how we celebrate the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the Super Bowl.
Is this what turns on America?
Don't
exactly how it goes.
Don't trick her because
we all get together once a year for group sex.
It's the panty dropper Super Bowl.
That's why
everyone likes advertising so much.
Yeah, that's why it's so popular.
There you go. And you need all the food.
Everyone drops their keys and inhibitions at the door.
For the second
I've been rooting for Sean my whole life, so this is it makes sense.
Every time I hear somebody say, I'll root for you. I'll root for you. And I'm like, okay, I didn't really ask for that.
I barely know you, man. Calm down.
Whoa. Okay, so hold on. See, what does this mean if I say, like, I'm really rooting for your book?
Well, it means you're getting down and naked in support of my literary characters, which weren't
he does that with every guest book
game. Just saying, you could have rigged it better to have at least.
That's true.
One of mine on
didn't rig it.
All right, I'm gonna start using this all the time.
Let's introduce the interview segment, Daniel.
This is my new favorite inside joke, and I'm so excited to abuse the shit out of this. Thank you for that, Z. That was even better than I could have hoped for. All right, Z. Do you
Daniel, we have a time crunch. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going on to the next thing, Dina. God. Your hair looks really pretty, by the way.
What do you want?
Z, do you have a handkerchief handy? Perhaps some sort of cloth or tear drying device?
Why? Is there jizz involved?
Lost you on that one.
He's yeah. I mean, he wants you to think that jizz is implied, but really he's making sure you have something in case you cry.
Yeah.
Because these are hard-hitting questions with Dinosaurus.
Okay.
Dina?
Hold up. Whoa.
No.
We have to peel back the layers of the potato. We have
Daniel,
to peel.
You had plenty of opportunities to say the thing.
To peel back the layers of the potato.
And now you're making it take longer.
Because you didn't let me peel back the layers of the potato. Z, could you peel back the layers of the potato? It's time for hard-hitting.
Okay, this question is actually, it originated in Australia from an Australian. Right. So I'm hoping that you can really get on board with this. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna establish something about the classes of the animal system here. The only animals that you have are I lost the question. A dog, cat, water, or bug. Those are the categories of animals for every animal in the world. Okay. So I want to know if an elephant is a dog, a cat, water, or bug.
I didn't get the last part of that question. I'm sorry. I got dog, elephant, water. And I'm like, dragon.
Is an elephant.
Dragon.
Is an elephant.
Kelly go.
Dog.
What?
Is an elephant categorized as a dog, a cat, water, or a bug?
Is an elephant a dog, cat, water, or bug?
Those are the only options, and you're the scientist.
Yeah.
You're the scientist in charge of reclassifying all living things into these 4 categories.
Absolute dog. Love it.
Dog.
Yeah.
Why do you think that an elephant is a dog?
Because it wags its trunk like a dog wags its butt when it's happy. So it makes sense. They both have an appendage that wiggles. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we do.
Ow, something
just hold
just
that
bit
thought
me.
for later.
Wiggly appendages when you're happy?
God
Dina, every day, Dina.
Where do hamsters live if they're not a pet?
Hold the fuck on, Dina. What just bit you?
Will you survive?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Probably.
You know, I almost fudged a survey about the cross section of animals that try to kill you from both Florida and Australia, just to like make this a Dina and Z showcase, but I couldn't get the research done to make it a full game. So I'm sorry. Go on with your next question, Dina, and we'll pray that you live through whatever just bit you.
Where do hamsters live if they're not a pet?
On that scale?
Different question. This is a
sorry.
different animal-based question.
No. Yeah. New question. Where do hamsters live if they're not a pet?
Just in general.
Yeah. Their natural environment.
Yeah, just like...
Well,
yeah.
You know, I don't know that.
Mammy winks.
The first thing that came to my head is pornographic, so that's probably not the answer.
I don't know either. That's the point.
No. Yes, that's exactly where I went. Z,
is it
follow
Richard
your
Gere's
heart. Yes. Z, we've already crossed this line. This is going to be a whole show about sexual references. So,
because my first answer was up the butt, but I just thought that might just, I don't want to make it weird.
No, that's where I went too. I'm pretty sure that's just science.
That's correct.
Yeah.
How many seagulls could someone put in your house before you'd get suspicious that it was an accident or wasn't an accident?
23.
Oddly specific. I'm here for it.
That's a lot.
There's a lot. There are a lot of seagulls.
So what would you think up until 22? Would you think that maybe like you left some food out and they're just trying to eat? You left some food out and left the door open by mistake?
You hit 23,
but then
it becomes
23rd
something
one comes in
different.
and you count them and you're like, wait a minute.
That's it. And only 23 full-grown ones. If one of them is small, it doesn't count. You'd need 24.
2 more questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a certain size to girth ratio. Yeah.
Good to know.
If Pinocchio's nose grows when he's about to lie and he says the phrase, "My nose is about to grow," then will his nose grow?
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Yes.
Shit.
But then it's...
My understanding is his nose grows after he lies, not when he's about to lie. So you can't,
but then would
pivot.
his nose grow? I'm not high enough for this question.
My nose is about to grow.
This is a paradox because if you say he says his nose is about to grow, but he's not lying, then his nose wouldn't grow. But if he says my nose is about to grow and that's a lie, and his nose is supposed to grow, but then it would make it true. So that's the paradox.
Yeah.
It's a chicken or the egg situation.
My brain hurts right now.
I'm with Daniel.
You broke Daniel.
You know what will make it easier? You know what'll fix your brain?
Oh.
All right, Z, I need you to come in hot with this take. You got to give me reasons. You got to back your answer.
Oh, God.
Nobody can argue with you, okay?
All right.
What is the superior form of potato?
What is the what of potato?
The superior form of potato.
Chip, fries, chips, whichever you call it, which depends on what side of the world you come from. But hot chips, fried chips, double fried, particularly beer battered, double fried hot chips.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah, with a thick gravy.
French fries.
Beer battered, double fried hot chips with a thick gravy. And that sort of gravy, I'm
Dina
passionate about
gravy.
This. With the thick gravy, because it's that sort of it's that sort of gravy that, you put the chip in and it sticks to the chip. It doesn't drip off. We don't want drip. I want it to.
What color is the gravy?
Dark brown, really dark, rich, thick.
I'm with
girthy.
You,
yeah.
Thick, dark, rich. Stiff.
Just like I like my men. Thick, dark, and rich, baby.
Z, I'm rooting for you to get those chips, buddy.
I want
that right now.
Double fried, beer battered, stiff chip,
crispy.
like a chip that you hold and it. It's up. It's not. I'm not flopping chippies.
Yes.
I discuss this at work a lot. I like chips.
Yeah. We.
Gotta have a stiff chip.
Stiff chip.
Upper chip. All right. Z, do you have a hat? Well, you already have a hat on, but maybe you could turn it around. Because it is time to put on our. We're gonna put on our serious author hats here, and we're gonna talk about your book, Once Upon a Death, book 1 of the Days of Death series. And for the folks that maybe want to give us a shot and want to understand what it's about, I never chose death. Death chose me. Now I choose change. Ka-Ma had been the Reaper for over a millennia. The mundane repetition of collecting souls night after night from an ever-increasing population was beginning to grind on him. Ka had witnessed an ocean of unique faces, all confronted with their final moments on Earth. Though different in appearance, they all showed one final emotion: fear. Ka wanted a change. He craved quiet serenity, where he could perfect his yoga poses while listening to his favorite singer, Michael Bublé. Ka wanted nothing more than to retire and become a no one special in a nowhere special town. When strange things began happening in Dead End, Ohio, the question had to be asked. You might be able to take the Reaper away from death, but can you ever take death away from the Reaper? This was a fun story, but for all the complexity, all the comedy, all the interesting moments of it, do you think if we distilled this book down to a simple premise, do you think it would be best described as a story about a hooker and a boner?
Where'd you get the hooker from? Where's the hooker from?
The crocheting from your boy. You say hooker like 20 times in the book.
I do. Oh, okay. Yes, I went sexual. Sorry, I didn't. My bad. Yes, a hooker and a boner.
I would never go sexual, D. Yeah, no.
Hooker and a boner. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about those characters. Where you came about wanting to come up with a humanized version of the Grim Reaper and his hobgoblin homie.
I didn't come up with them. They came to me. Ka came to me. He told me that he had a story to tell me, and I wrote it. Rourke came along with him. Actually, there's a preface to the series called Death at a Hotel, and I wrote it as an anthology in an anthology. That makes sense. And that was where Ka was born in that particular series. It's now off the shelf because I got a lot of people who are Reaper people who are really big fans of the series who told me that it was a little too smutty to sit in the series. So now I just give it away at book signings as as an individual gift for buying the series. You get the Reaper smut that goes along with it because.
Yeah. In my interview with you on What the Book, you said that you didn't write smut or sexual scenes.
Well, it was an anthology, and part of having to be in this particular anthology is that they wanted a sex scene in it.
Obviously,
and I was like, I don't write sex scenes. And they went, we need you to write a sex scene in it. It has to be over 18 to be part of this, and we need a hot sex scene in it. And I'm like, oh, my God. Ooh. So, I'm writing cock and giggling because I don't write sex scenes. And I wrote, apparently it was a great scene.
Ka's pretty hot, though.
He was very hot, and it was in an elevator. So, it was a very intense elevator scene. And
now, was he going down or was he already up?
He was going down.
Oh, my God.
Like all good boys should.
Oh, baby.
Like, seriously.
Something special coming in 2024. Elevator scene. Did you so you had a lot of interesting I don't know how to phrase this. You had a lot of numbers that seemed very meaningful and intentional throughout the series. You had like a lot of sequences and just different codes almost that I picked up on. Was that intentional? Did you have to like go back and like change numbers at all to make them meaningful or significant or anything like that?
It's probably one of the weirdest ways that I write. Nothing is intentional. Everything is circumstantial. I write as the words come to me. It never makes sense to me until I read it back and I think, that's what you meant. At the time, I'm not really, like when I say that I'm a scribe, it really does feel like that. I use music, I tune out the world so that I can hear what the story is, and I literally just write the story. So the references that come about by Carr or by Rourke or by any of the other characters, and I don't generally make the connection until I read it back myself.
So I kind of want to explore that a little bit more because I think that's a really fascinating and kind of different approach to writing than myself and a lot of people that we've had on here. You've said you've written over 20 books. Is this all? Have you always used this kind of same style and approach? And kind of just walk us through this because this is a really kind of cool way to go about it.
There's only one book that I tried not to. I wrote Arcadia in 6 weeks, published her in 3 months, and she was #1 bestseller in 24 hours. And so I tried to write the second book. And at that time, somebody said to me, you have to plot. You can't just sit and write. You're a new author. People, you take all this advice from different people that you meet in the community. And they said, you have to plot. You have to work it out. You can't just sit there and write. That's wrong. So I tried. And I tried to plot this book out and work out what they were going to do. I had all this Post-it notes up on the window of my office, and the voices stopped. The story stopped. I couldn't write. Like I knew the character. She had introduced herself to me. Raven was there, but I couldn't write it because I was trying to get her to follow this plotting that I had done. And it wasn't until I went, fuck yeah, what do you want to say? That the story was written in 4 weeks. And every other book I just surrender to the characters and I just write the story that they tell me to write.
That's beautiful. I love it. Dina is a unashamed pantser herself, so you are speaking her language right now.
Mm-hmm. I love it all day. I cannot plot. I hate writing when I plot.
It just doesn't make sense.
And I have the biggest ADD brain, and I have to plot.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I plot nothing else in my life except for writing. I am the biggest hypocrite.
I want to know what inspired how you built Caw. So, like, for those that haven't read it yet, he has flesh by day, and then is it 7 p.m. or is it
sunset and sunrise?
He goes to straight skeleton.
Yeah, he's a boner.
He gets a He gets a boner.
His flesh dissolves.
So I want to know where you thought of that because I hadn't heard of something like that.
It dissolves off him. It ripples and dissolves off his flesh. He like the energy around him just shimmers and he becomes a skeleton, which he always likes to get his pants on because he doesn't want anybody to see his iscus.
Oh, that's what that meant.
He's very, very protective of his bits and pieces, you see. So he always has his pants on and his suspenders to hold them up because otherwise they don't stay. I know that this is not the typical way that Reapers have been represented. They make them, Reapers are typically very scary characters and very intimidating characters. Carr didn't present like that to me. He was very adamant about the fact that he does not ever kill anybody. He is a Uber for the soul. He simply escorts you from A to B. He never kills anybody and really doesn't like the way that Hollywood has painted him to be the bad guy.
And I think that that's like a really important thing because I like putting your own twists on, these types of characters. And I'm a big sucker for mythology. I love, obviously I write about cryptids and things like that. But, you have sirens in here. You have old school, alchemists. Obviously you have the Grim Reaper, hobgoblins.
Dead End is a little town in Ohio that is known throughout the world of the supernatural as being the most tolerant and understanding towns of humans. They don't look twice. The humans really don't give a shit. So, if things mysteriously happen in the town, the humans don't really register it. So it allows the supernatural who want to live on the plane of Earth and live within the humans to accommodate themselves, to acclimatize to it before they moved into somewhere else on Earth if they chose to. But it's generally the first port of call as far as human interaction goes, is Dead End.
I noticed the name of your character, all the names of your characters were very significant, but specifically Ka. His first and last name, could you say those for me, please?
It's Karma. Karma. Mr. Karma, as in karma.
Was that supposed to hold some sort of meaning for his character? Was that supposed to be like representative of something throughout the story that you did intentionally for the reader?
That's the name that he came with. I really wish I had some sort of really deep,
killing me here,
like meaningful way that I came up with it, but it was just the way he came up. He sat next to me and he shook my hand. He said, "Hi, I'm Karma, and I've got a story to tell." And I've gone, oh, okay.
It was funny because I actually started reading the book just as I was watching an episode of The Big Bang Theory where they were playing a board game called something of Ka, and they pronounced it Ka-ah. And the entire time I was laughing as I was reading this because I know that it's Ka.
Ka-ah.
But in my head I was like, Ka-ah.
Ka-ah. We might bring that into the next book. Ka-ah.
So one of my favorite things about how you write is just your prose style. I mean, it's got a lot of cleverness to it, a lot of turn of phrases, a lot of puns, a lot of wordplay. A couple little ones that just stuck out to me just as I was reading. We had the crisp white shirt that clung to his muscles like a damsel to her hero. Or else we had my personal favorite one, because I know that both me and Sean can relate to this, which is Ka laughed as he pressed end. He picked up his burger with 2 hands and devoured it with all the pleasure it deserved. And I love those little turns of phrase, those little kind of clever things that you do with your wordplay. Is that something that, just kind of comes naturally? Is it something that you have heard in prior conversation, or is it just a spur of the moment? You're like, yeah, that shirt would cling to him like a damsel in distress.
God, I'm going to be the most boring guest you've ever had, because I just write the words. I very rarely go back and change anything. I don't. I just
you connect.
Write the words. I don't have any explanation for it. I don't honestly.
You connect with your characters very deeply, and that's something to be said.
Yeah, and I don't honestly, like when I come in on a new day and I want to write, I get some time. And we're all busy parents, so getting time to write is also, hard to do. And I read back the last paragraph before I start again. That's about as much as revision as I do when I'm writing. And even then, most times I'm like, oh, that sounded all right. Don't know where it came from. Don't remember writing it, but I just write.
Fair enough. Well, we got time for one more quick one, and then we'll get into the segment that Dina is always incredibly prepared for. What was it that appealed to you? You're an Aussie writer. You've never seen snow. What was it that appealed to you about the location of Dead End, Ohio? Of all the fucking places in the world, why Ohio?
Because it's in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. I write to an American audience. I do make that a conscious choice that I write to an American audience. Most of my sales are American-based. Although this series is quite popular in Japan, which is oddly, and Denmark. It's bizarre, but I love it.
Wow.
That I wanted it to be in America in some area. So I wanted something that was remote and yet didn't exist, because it has to be a fictional town. It's a fictional town in a real state. So, because, I can't go there, so I don't want people to write me and go, okay, well, that street doesn't exist and this street doesn't exist and blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. So it's a fictional town in a real state. So, and I liked the location of it. It's a hot, arid sort of area and in the middle of nowhere.
It feels a little outback to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one last quick one, because now that we got time, since Dima's out here peeing, I want to know, it's something that really struck me about Ka is, even though, you would think as a immortal, all-powerful being, he has a sense of respect and care about the human lives around him. Like you said, he is not a killer. He is the Uber of souls. But even just when it comes to respect for women, having a very measured approach that everything he does is not flashing his power, is not being domineering, except when he has to in order to protect others. What was that conscious decision to bring that level of humbleness and respect to an incredibly powerful character?
Because I wanted him to be, or he presented to me as soft. I wanted to show his softness. Hollywood portrays him as being this big, scary monster. And, my kid I have an 11-year-old who's on the spectrum, and he gets very disorientated by these sorts of portrayals. So I wanted to show him that characters can be all sorts of different ways. So when Ka presented to me as being this very awkward, socially weird character, that he wanted to go and immerse himself into the human culture, and he had no real way on how, because he can't feel emotions. He doesn't have that connection. He doesn't know what sad or happy or anything feels like, or he knows what fear looks like, but he doesn't know what the other ones, because whenever he's met somebody or to take in their soul, that's what he sees is fear or anger. He never sees the happy or that side of it. So I wanted to show the other side to him. And, of course, when he gets a job, because you've got to earn a living, even if you're the reaper, it allows him to really connect with the living and not the dead.
I love that. That's a fantastic interpretation. Well, you know what, Z? You survived. We can take off our serious author hats. We can get back to the frivolity that we started with. So it is time for a segment that Dina is always incredibly prepared for, off-the-wall questions.
All right. Oh, goodness.
Okay, Z, Ka and the Phantom of the Opera come face to face with each other. Are they friends or enemies?
Is he fleshy or is he bony? Is he got his boner on? Because if he's meeting when he's a boner, then he's taking the soul. So there would be a
is he fleshy?
Fleshy.
Or is he bony?
If he's bony, it's a business transaction because he's doing his
fleshy for sure.
If he's fleshy, I think he'd be quite friendly. He'd probably, stand back a little bit and admire the cape because he wears the cloak of his own, so he'd probably admire that a little bit. But I think they'd be friends.
I love it. So, Z, we've talked about it a little bit when I came on your podcast, but I think it is important that you have a platform right here for the American audience. I need you to spread awareness in how to survive the dangerous drop bear of Australia. Please inform the public.
The drop bear. Don't go walking out at nighttime. Sunsets generally drop bear territory. So you certainly don't want to go walking underneath the gum trees at sunset. And if you start to smell eucalyptus, run.
What is the most dangerous drop bear attack you've ever witnessed personally?
I have not witnessed one, but I've seen the scars down the cow's rump where the big flesh-torn, gaping wounds from where the drop bear has landed and torn down the cow's leg.
Makes sense. No, that's perfect, and I'm right there with you. Thank you for spreading this incredibly important PSA. Z, would you say that we're friends still? Like we like each other? Like we're cool right now?
Well, I like you. Do you like me?
I want you to keep that in mind. I freaking adore you. Yeah, Dina, do not sow discord. All right. I just want you to keep that energy in mind for this next segment. Because each week we delve into some of the most cringe-worthy erotic literature in history, often handpicked by the Literary Review, a renowned British literary magazine, in a segment dubbed Cringy Copulation. We showcase real excerpts. There it is. We showcase real excerpts from real books that were genuinely intended to be taken seriously. This week's passage comes from Saved by the Grim Reaper, a monster erotica by Lilith Leanna, and will be narrated by our guest, Z. Lilith Leanna writes what she loves, monster, fantasy, and sci-fi erotica. Born and raised in Belgium, she devours ebooks as if it heals her. In her day job, she loves to organize, plan, and make schedules for other people. But when night falls, she can let loose with her fantasies, which star all kinds of monsters and human couplings.
Slide into them Twitter DMs.
Oh my god.
Don't read ahead.
Yeah, can't read ahead. Yeah, you said that you never got into the spicy side. Well, Z, welcome.
Oh, okay. All right, Kai, you're just going to have to sit there for a minute.
Yeah, you just start reading, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
She put the boner away.
Oh, God. All right. Bone it down. All right. Do I have to use my 0055 number, my 1-800 number, voice? Oh, good God. All right.
Yeah, please.
His eyes.
Yeah, definitely need that.
His eyes burned brighter, and with one move he dropped his black robe. He was naked underneath it. And boy, did he have the right anatomy for me. He was absolutely ripped. His muscular shoulders and his abs led my eyes lower to his impressive cock that seemed to harden and grew as I looked at it. It was massive. And when it reached its hardened state, it looked like it was too big to fit. The only thing that hinted at him not being human was the color of his skin. It was the same color as his skull, an unnaturally bony white that showed that his body was as monstrous as his face. The thing that impressed me the most was the ridges. I was pretty sure normal cocks didn't have those. They circled his cock up like a spiral to the tip. Immediately I wondered how they would feel inside of me. Can I touch it? I asked. My voice was a mere whisper. Oh, can you touch it? I asked him. My voice was a mere whisper. Beautiful. He nodded once. And with his consent, I slid down to my knees before him. Oh, God, hang on, I lost it. Oh, my God, I was so excited. I slid down to my knees before him. I was mesmerized by it. I lifted my hand, touching him carefully. His cock jumped up, and I let out a small gasp. Was that normal? Oh.
Ridged for her pleasure.
Dina, what are your thoughts on giant, massive, ribbed Grim Reaper penis?
Ridged specifically.
Yeah.
This
Dina's doing a lot of math right now.
Somebody from the cult had sex for the first time and didn't know what sex was. And we're like, can I touch it?
Can I touch it? Come on, Dina, do the thing.
Is this thing on?
Z, how would you say his anatomy compares to Kanma's anatomy? Is it similar in size and visual appeal?
I don't know. He wants me to be talking about that. In boner form, no. Like, no. In fleshy form, when I wrote the sex scene in the elevator, it wasn't that he was using. So I'm not really quite sure.
That only leaves me more questions.
Yeah, that's gonna have to read and find out, pal.
Okay.
She said he went down, so he didn't need it.
But
no ridges needed.
No ridges. And also for backstory, since you guys needed it, the main character. Yeah. The main heroine in this story that Z just wrote was a virgin and had to have sex with the Grim Reaper, so she didn't become the wife of Satan. That's just very important backstory.
And that I read. I didn't write it.
Yes, that you read. To be very, very clear, she is not Lilith Leanna. All right, well, it is time. Z, you've survived. You've done an incredible job. You've shown the world the light of boners. But now it is time. We have a proud tradition on this show. You've got exactly 1 second to pitch this book. You can lie, cheat, seduce, threaten, steal, do whatever you need to do to get people to buy this book, but you can only do it in 1 second. And then afterwards, give you a full elevator pitch. So, you ready, Z? I'm going to count you in.
Oh, the pressure. See, I do this to authors all the time and I hate it. The pressure of it. Oh, I can't.
She hates so badly to be on the other side of this. I'm so sorry, Z.
This makes me so happy. You got 1 second, Z.
I know. It's really not
definitely
so fun on this side of the fence. A boner that's unexpected.
Boners and suspenders.
Oh, there it is.
Unexpected boner.
An
unexpected boner.
Unexpected boner. There's the 1 second pitch.
There we go.
Dina, I just want to say I totally caught your moment where you were like, elevator, when he said elevator pitch. And I was muted, so you didn't hear it, but I was stifling my laughter.
You were there. All right, Z, give the folks a reason. Give us the full sexy elevator pitch on why they need to check this book out and check out this series.
Check out the Days of Death series to find a fresh and new take on an old character. It's everything that you think you know about the Reaper, throw it out.
I have a question before we go, Z, because Becca Westrup will not let me live this down if I don't ask you to say, "Oh no, Cleo." Please.
To say what? Sorry?
This feels like a trap. Why are you doing this?
It's a trap.
Oh no, Cleo.
Oh no, Cleo?
Just say, "Oh no, Cleo."
Oh no, Cleo.
Beautiful.
There we go. That's all that I needed
I
to
don't know
do.
what that was all about, but thank you for
I've
that,
got
Dina.
no idea either. I'm here for
I
it.
have a question for
Thank
Z
you. You're
before
welcome.
we go.
You'll find out in post.
Z, who was your favorite to have on your show, Daniel or Dina?
Stop it.
Dina's the right answer.
Look, if you're gonna put my back against a wall and make me answer, Dina has me at the dinosaur roar.
Yeah, she fucking does. Yeah, that's a win. All right, so hold on. So Z, I need you to put on your earmuffs really quick. Just put them right here. We're gonna have a quick. Yep. All right, guys.
Oh my God, you've already decided.
No, guys, are we doing this? Dina, are we doing this? Yeah. All
Let's
right.
add a few more animations for me to add in post.
Perfect.
All right, let's go.
All right, Z, it is our proud honor to bestow your book the No Space Bell Prize, because we didn't hear no bell and we fucking loved your book.
Thank you so
It's a very proud
much.
DMIW award.
Daniel, do you have any comps or anything that you can give for this book?
I mean, honestly, because I haven't read a ton of this genre, there's not really a comp I can give you, but I can tell you that it's got incredible writing. I mean, just so funny. Everything has just a clever pun. The conversations the characters have is great. It appeals to the boner in me. I had loved this book. I flew through it. You can ask the guys. I never physically read books anymore. If I have to, I listen to I love listening to audiobooks. Sometimes if there's no audiobook, I just put on Siri to have me read. I read your whole book with my eyeballs, Z. I don't think you understand.
Unprecedented, Z.
So excited.
This is incredible.
Thank you so
That's
much.
a huge compliment.
And I am happy to send a paperback to one of your readers. Should you set up a comp for it, just tell me the winner and I will sign a paperback and I'll put a little bit of swag in it and I'll send it off.
Dina, what are your thoughts on it quick? Because I got to give my little piece in here, but I know you freaking love this too.
No, yeah, it was really good. I couldn't really think of a direct comp other than things that I've beta read that never got published. So, I mean, I guess it kind of reads like a quirky, kind of cozy version of Vampire Diaries, in my opinion. But it's very cozy and quirky.
It's a cozy mystery. It is a cozy mystery.
Taking itself too seriously. I really enjoyed it.
That's the genre that it's.
Dina was a little scared at the beginning.
Right, but yeah, I just couldn't think of another comp.
But because
Dina
cozy
doesn't
mystery.
like horror
I was
or
nervous
anything
at the
scary.
beginning.
It's not scary.
Yeah.
But cozy mysteries are typically the female lead is always a female. It's a female, an older lady, generally sleuth, think Agatha Christie, those sorts of things are your typical cozy mysteries. But I bucked the trend with doing a male and keep it that way because, you know, it's a boner.
We need more male representation.
We
He
definitely
makes
need
great jokes, boner jokes. I have boner bumper stickers. That's what I'll put in the paperback. I have a boner bumper sticker too.
I
Oh my
freaking love
God,
it.
send me one of those. Please
I will
send me
pay
Put a
you for boner bumper stickers.
Correct.
I
A
would
boner
love it.
bumper sticker. All right, I'll send you all three of you a boner
We're-
bumper sticker and a paperback to the winner. No problem.
You know what? Best use of boner in a sentence, and I think that can be the winner of your book. I think that we should put that out to the audience to give us your best boner. I think that could see nothing poor or uncomfortable or
Tweet it at us or put it in the comments below.
Yep,
The best boner
absolutely.
wins.
And guys, Z, you've got so many best boner wins. And Z, you've got so many incredible books. Like you said, you've written 20. You guys can check out Once Upon a Death, book 1 of the Days of Death series. It's available now, available on Amazon, anywhere where you want to get books. You can also check out her website, books by, by Dzintra, books by DZINTRA.com.
Link in the description.
Absolutely. So Z, tell the folks where they can find you. Give us all the info of where you are in the social media world.
You can find me on Twitter predominantly or Instagram. They're generally the two platforms that I play on. And, of course, booksbycinderella.com. I'm always contactable through there. So I'm generally around. Send me a message. Say hello.
Yep. Check out What the Book Podcast and Talk Wordy to Me. She is everywhere. She is an absolute joy. One of our absolute favorites out here. Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DinosaurusD. That's D like D's nuts.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Chase Holdu.
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Wingstop, baby.
Let's go. And you can find me on
Not
Twitter
a sponsor.
at DanQ Writes Thing. That's DanQ Writes Thing singular.
It's dank, and he doesn't have wings because he likes chicken nuggets.
The real wings, boneless wings. Z, you can back me up. Boneless wings, superior wings.
Don't
Well,
exist.
it's the only ones I can eat with cutlery.
Let's go. Another one for the fam. Guys, it's been another great episode of Don't Make It Weird podcast. We'll see you all next time. We love you all. Jazz hands.
Don't Make It Weird with Daniel Quigley, Dinosaurus, and Sean Holden. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme song by Amaria. Incidental music and sound effects provided by VoiceMod, as well as the YouTube audio library. You can rate and review this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, and wherever else you download your podcasts. Got a question for Daniel or Dina? Call the Don't Make It Weird hotline at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473, and leave us a message. It could be featured on a future episode. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Don't Make It Weird on YouTube for the video presentation, or on your favorite podcast app for the audio-only version of the show. Thank you so much, and we love you.